Hi guys, so we're just going to take a quick look at the last two examples in yesterday's notes for you to have a reference as you're finishing this packet on adding and subtracting. Okay, so again, always look at your denominators to see if they can be factored first before you try to find a least common denominator. So in my first fraction, I have difference of squares, so this can be rewritten as y plus 2 times y minus 2. And here I have, this can be factored into y and y. 2 times 5 is 10, and I need a positive on the bigger number. So as I evaluate now, I have a y minus 2 in both of them. And if you remember in class yesterday, somebody asked if they have that in common, then this would only appear once in your common denominator. Okay? Now the first fraction has a y plus 2, so that has to be included as our common denominator, and the second one has a y plus 5, that has to be included in our common denominator. So the first fraction, the numerator needs to be multiplied by, it's missing the y plus 5, so I'm going to set up 5 times y plus 5, and the second fraction is missing the y plus 2, so I'm going to multiply and add 3 plus 3 times y plus 2. And remember that the numerator needs to be distributed in order to then add these. In the denominator, you do not do anything, you leave it in factored form. So the numerator becomes 5y plus 25 plus 3y plus 6 over this denominator, which then simplifies to give us 8y plus 31 over, and then you copy the denominator. The numerator does not have a GCF or anything, so I just leave this. Final answer. Okay, and then I'll do another one, and then you guys should be all set for homework. As I look at my denominators, I see that they can be factored. I don't have any GCFs, so I'm going to go straight into two binomials for both of them. So my first one can be rewritten as x and x. 3 times 5 is 15. I need a negative on the bigger number. And the second one, I have x, 2 times 5. Same signs, both negative. So my least common denominator is going to be, they both have an x minus 5, so I'm going to put the x minus 5 once. This one has x plus 3, and the second one has x minus 2. That's my common denominator. So the first numerator needs to be multiplied by the missing part of the denominator, which is x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply times x minus 2. 2x times x minus 2. Minus, and then the second fraction needs to be multiplied by x plus 3. So 3x times x plus 3. I'm going to now distribute and subtract. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 3x squared minus 9x, all over my common denominator. And I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 2x squared minus 3x squared, which is negative x squared, and negative 4x minus 9x is negative 13x over the denominator. And I notice my numerator has a GCF of x. So I'm actually going to pull out a negative x, because we kind of prefer to keep it that way, to keep the binomial with the positive x. So negative x times x minus 13 would be my numerator, and there's my denominator. And this shows the person that's looking at the problem, when it's in factored form like this, it shows them that nothing can be simplified, that there are no common factors. Okay? So just wrap this up. This is our last day of this, and then tomorrow we move on to the next lesson. All right. Have a good day. Bye.